I wanted to take a look at this strip of comics from our newspaper to kind of examine several issues about printing and um, how you present a file, what they look like. So here we have the colorful comics. I'm going to zoom into 100% view here. And what you can see is that what is typically happening in the newspaper is that you get a little bit of registration problem. If you take a look at the fringes here on these colors, you can see that magenta dots are poking out about what, a dot and a half outside the black outline. The cyan dots are going off about the same amount on this side. The yellow is poking out a little bit. So their original intent was that all of these colors would land right underneath the black, and it didn't happen. So you can see how distracting it is to have all of these colors popping out underneath the type you're supposed to read. That is because this type is what they call rich black. It was made out of cyan, magenta, yellow, and black all in the same place. The goal of that is to make extra dark black that is beautiful, but the result when you get out of registration is you've got this hodgepodge of dots all over the place obscuring your work. Take a look at the texture here. This, of course, is a really high resolution scan of the newspaper, but you can see all the junk in this paper. Newsprint is a pretty messy medium to print onto. So here we get a look here. This cartoon, same registration problem. Now this type is all black. It has no color in it. It's been set up so it's totally black, and so when the colors get out of registration, still the black is as good as it ever was. What you might notice is kind of interesting that this type is pure K, CMYK, it's all 100% black. This type up here is apparently generated more from vectors. This is some kind of a lower resolution scan where you can see all of these definite pixels that makes it kind of zippery looking. And it doesn't really show up too badly when you look at it at the reader's size, but it could be a lot more quality in this if not for some economic factors, probably, like they can send them through the wire a lot quicker if they're low res. So here's the situation. We're looking at the CMYK dots forming different colors, so you can see how CMYK works. You can see here's the rich black that when it gets out of registration, it gets really ugly. The pure K black doesn't get out of registration, and then here is in the Dilbert, same out of registration situation. Now here is the black that's pure K, but it was knocking out, so it wasn't set to overprint on this background color, and so when it gets out of registration you have a big white hole there where the background colors have moved and the black stayed where it was. So that is a goof up. They could have fixed this by making this black overprint so that it would just go over a solid pattern of these colors here and you'd never notice the difference. And they could have done like this type here on the Jeremy cartoon. This is another one of those where they did it right. They just made it pure black, and when it goes out of registration, there's no festival of dots floating around all your type. So that's just some of the print issues here. Low resolution. The newspaper standard is, well, it's good enough you can read it, can't you? Not exactly high quality, but what do you get? Rich black, the pure black, the black that overprints, the black that doesn't overprint. This black here is overprinting, so when things go out of registration, the black just sits over whatever. And that is kind of a look at several factors in printing as demonstrated by this strip of cartoons from the newspaper.